But I found a special book, and might be kind of interesting to see if Grandma can read this and you can see it at the same time, because it does some special things. This is Pinocchio, and this book is what they call a pop-up book. Okay? Now, the letters are smaller too, so hang in there with me, okay? Watch this. Oh my goodness, can you see all that? Those letters are really small, so I'm going to try to read this to you, okay? All right. There once was an old wood carver named Geppetto, who lived in a little house with a tiny window. He worked with his tools from sunrise to sunset. One morning, he decided to carve a puppet out of a piece of wood. When it was finished, it looked so much like a boy that he named it Pinocchio. No sooner had he named the puppet than it came to life, moving about and talking. Geppetto had been very, very lonely, and so he began to think of the puppet as his son. But Pinocchio was full of mischief and ran away from home and joined a puppet theater. Soon, however, he became bored. Longing to be home again, he left the theater and started his journey with 5 gold pieces in his pocket. Along the way, he was tricked by a fox and a cat, who stole his coins and then left him hanging from a tree. Oh my goodness, such a terrible thing to happen to poor Pinocchio. Now watch this. Here it comes. You ready? Can you see how that stands up? It stands up. Look, look, look. Can you see? Wonder who that is. Oh, I have my hand on Pinocchio, so he couldn't come. Oh, let's try it again. Let's see if Pinocchio will stand up too. All right, you ready? There. There, he's supposed to be standing up, but he's squished. This poor book has been around for so long. Luckily for Pinocchio, the blue fairy, looking out of the window, saw him hanging there so helplessly. With a wave of a magic wand, the fairy transported Pinocchio to a bed in her lovely home, and soon had the most famous doctors in the land come to attend to him. Pinocchio told the fairy all that happened. When she asked him what had become of the gold coins, Pinocchio told a lie, for he had them in his pocket, but said that they were lost. As he lied, his nose grew longer and longer. Uh-oh. See, this is why we don't tell fibs. Crying as if his heart would break, Pinocchio mourned over the length of his nose. The blue fairy showed him no pity, as she wished to teach him a lesson. But she did promise to make him a real boy if he would go home and always be good. We're always supposed to be good, aren't we? Look at that. You see? Look at that, look at that, look at that. Pinocchio headed home as fast as his little legs would carry him, but Geppetto had left to search for him. Pinocchio forgot his promise to the fairy and joined a circus. He awakened one day to find that his ears had grown 10 full inches, and he had become a donkey. The circus owner tried to train him to do tricks, but when Pinocchio could not do them, he was thrown into the sea. Goodness, such a terrible thing. Pinocchio's just having a hard time, isn't he? In the sea, Pinocchio changed into a puppet again. Suddenly, a giant whale came along and swallowed him whole. It was as dark as a cave inside the whale, and he walked toward a faint light in the distance. There, at a little table, lighted by a candle in a glass bottle, sat Geppetto. Oh my goodness. He had also been swallowed up. No two people could have been happier to see each other. Can you imagine? Pinocchio found Geppetto inside that whale. Oh, look. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Geppetto and Pinocchio planned their escape. One moonlit night, while the whale was fast asleep, with its mouth open, they dived into the sea and swam for the shore. From that day on, for more than 5 months, Pinocchio did all the chores around the little house. His poor father had become quite ill from the experience in the whale. With the money Pinocchio saved from the sale of the baskets he had learned to make, he and his father were able to keep from starving. In the evening, he studied by candlelight and taught himself to read. Oh, can you imagine teaching yourself how to read? Oh, that's pretty smart. The blue fairy appeared one morning and changed Pinocchio into a real boy. When bad boys become good and kind, everything changes for the better. The old man and the boy lived happily together, each caring for the other. The end. Grandma did find a book, didn't she? Okay, Pinocchio. That's another one I can bring with to show you. Okay, love you. Bye. I hope you liked it.